Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 2021 love and relationship reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps this channel out so much, and it makes me unbelievably happy. So thank you guys so much. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bulls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Scorpio, June 2021, love and relationships. Scorpio, June 2021, love and relationships. Scorpio, June 2021, love and relationships. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. Scorpio, June 2021, love and relationships. Scorpio, June 2021, love and relationships. Scorpio, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. The top is the energy that crowns us. The bottom is the energy that grounds us. So let's see, of course, what the tarot has to say. We start off at our rooted, our grounded energy with the 10 of Swords, and then we have the 9 of Cups, which is very interesting. We then have the 5 of Cups and the Queen of Cups coming forward. The Queen of Cups, of course, represents us. In the Minor Arcana, we're represented by the Cups. In the Minor Arcana, we're represented by the Death card in the Major Arcana. So there's something here that we're nurturing, and we're also looking down at the blessings that we are to be taking in, but also at the hardships and the pain and the disappointment that we've been through. And you know what? That's kind of made us into the queen that we are, into this powerful, forceful, beautiful energy that comes forward during this time. So yeah, we're going to have a tendency to get mad at things, but actually we're being set up for tremendous success, which is absolutely beautiful. Let's look at our chakra energy for this time. Scorpio, June 2021, love and relationships. Scorpio, June 2021, love and relationships. Scorpio, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. We have peace, which is the crown chakra. And then we have the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. What is the energy that Scorpio needs to be mindful of? June 2021, love and relationships. What is the energy that Scorpio needs to be mindful of? June 2021, love and relationships. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. The King of Swords. Now this is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this is also harshness. During this time when people are too blunt, when things get too angry, we need to step back. We just do. Now, the King of Swords is considered the warrior king, and this is a time with our own energy when we can see ourselves getting angry and frustrated and overwhelmed, and we can be biting. Now, Scorpio, we have this tremendously brilliant way of getting right to the heart of everything. So when we want to be, we can be astoundingly vicious, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. Well, I mean, vicious, I guess, would have negative connotation, but it's like I can call you out on your bull so easily. And this is going to be the energy that we come forward with during this time when we get frustrated, when we get overwhelmed. So we do have to be mindful about that. But we're also going to find ourselves in a situation where we're kind of attracted to people like that. When somebody starts to just like go right to the heart of the matter, we're like, oh great, you're not mincing your words. You're getting right to the point of things. But we have to be very mindful with this energy, because sometimes the person can go way too far, and we need to protect ourselves from that. And we could also be with a person who, when they get mad, I mean, they just absolutely rip into us, into whomever they're mad at. And we admire their honesty, we admire their way of looking at things. We can see where they're coming from, but that's not okay. Okay, so we have to be very mindful of this energy during this time. Yeah, because it can get out of hand. The truth is great, but sometimes being too truthful, being too honest, that's just vicious. Then we have the crown chakra coming forward. We want to be crowned with peace and with harmony. And this is a time where we need to look at the crown set before us. Think of a beautiful velvet box, and think of that box being presented to you. Opening it up, and it has this gorgeous crown within it. When we place the crown on our heads, it brings us peace. It brings us harmony. It brings us success and prosperity and love and abundance. Are we allowed to touch that crown? Are we allowed to place that crown on our heads? Or is our subconscious self saying, no, it's not for you. It's not for you. You have to step back. Because this is a time where we want love, and we need love to be a peaceful, safe haven. Because we've had enough. And this is part of the energy that we're drawn to during this time. Now, we could have had a caregiver in our life who was very vicious, like just had a way of saying, you're not good enough, you're not meeting my expectations, and so we perpetuated that, and that became our love language, even though it's our wounded language. That became the way that we think, oh, well, if that person's telling me off, they're not telling me off, they're just helping me to see the areas I need to improve in. And there are people who can do that. And there are people who can say, oh, well, let's look at this way. And maybe we have a blind spot here. But they can do it kindly, and they can do it nicely. And we have to know that we are worthy of that, especially during this time, because there's tremendous sensitivity to us, but there's also this powerful emotional change when it comes to love. We're calling love into our lives, and we're actually going to be rather lucky when it comes to love. Now, this could be the love of family and friends, the love of coworkers, but this can also be romantic love coming forward. The relationships that we have, they're having deeper meaning to them. And that's why we have to be very mindful of the energy of the King of Swords, because the energy of the King of Swords can see things and can be very, very factual, but can be cold. And we don't want that coldness coming forward. We want warmth and love and compassion and success and brilliance. With the Ten of Swords, we're looking at the love that we want in our lives, but we're also looking at how we've been betrayed, hurt, disappointed, how we've despaired and been overwhelmed. The Ten of Swords lets us see this and say, okay, these are the hurts, the pains, and the disappointments I have been through. They are not my defining essence of self. They are not everything that makes up me. They are the hurt that has given me strength and has transformed me. And transformation is painful, but Scorpio, we're kind of good with transformation because we're represented by the Death card in the Major Arcana. We're represented by the dying away of the old self and the rebirth of the new. And the power of Scorpio is to be able to embrace this transformation. And the Ten of Swords is the Minor Arcana Death card. So during this time, we're seeing that we hold a wealth of knowledge in our backs. We also hold a wealth in our backs. In medieval times, and even today, a well-made sword is worth a heck of a lot of money. But in medieval times, in the Bronze Age, in the Iron Age, is it Bronze Age? Yeah, the Iron Age, a sword was a symbol of absolute success, absolute prosperity, absolute abundance. You could not own a sword if you were not wealthy and powerful. So during this time, to see 10 swords in us, to see 10 items of wealth beyond measure, even if it has destroyed our old self, becomes the weapons that we use today, becomes the force that moves us forward to say, this is what I need from love, this is what I want from love, this is who I am, this is who I'm not, this is what I'm putting up with, this is what I'm not putting up with. And not in a way of anger, in a way of, these are the lessons that I've learned. And this is what I've learned about me, because I firmly believe we're born knowing who we are, but we lose it as the world comes into play and as people tell us things and life gets to be, right? And we become conscious of life. So probably around 5, we lose that tremendous sense of who we are. And then we find out who we're not. Then we spend the rest of our lives figuring out who I'm not, who I don't want to be, what isn't right for me. And when it comes to love, that's what we've been doing. And what we are going to see here is that we're actually guarding some beautiful, profound loveliness. And we're not going to really take it in the way that we should be, because it's not what we think it should be. So people are going to see this radiance to us, and we're not going to see it. People are going to be inspired by the way that we're moving forward or the love that we have around us. And we're going to think, oh, well, I don't really get what you're talking about, but okay, but okay, that's nice that you're drawn to me for this reason, or that's nice that I got this compliment. What we have to do is turn around. And that's what the Queen of Cups is doing. The Queen of Cups is seeing the hurt and the pain and the disappointment, is seeing the resurrection of self. She is seeing the prosperity that we have, the bounty that we have, the blessings that we have, that we ourselves aren't quite aware of yet. And then we have the Five of Cups, which we're crowned with this energy of change your mind and change your life. Change your perception of things. And all of a sudden, you come to the Two of Cups, the Minor Arcana Lover's card. The love, the healing, the power, the brilliance, the joy. It comes forward. And it comes forward to us brilliantly and powerfully. And it helps heal us. It helps guide us forward. And it helps change the way we see our world, the way we see ourselves, the way we connect with love. Now, with healing love, which is what this time is all about, and our connection with the love that heals and guides us, I have linked in the description box below Chakra. And Chakra is this spiritual connection, is this sense of energy, playing off of energy with our partners, and this bond that comes from it, which is actually astoundingly great for men, even though it's non-orgasmic sex. So you might think, oh my gosh, why would I even do this? But men especially speak of the profound benefits that come from this type of lovemaking. So if you want to check that out, do so. If you don't. But it really is profound. And I feel like more people should know about this, because it is amazing. With the Queen of Cups, we're entering into love. We're entering into a nurturing love, into a powerful love, into a love that radiates from us, that people see, that starts to create relationships that we want, that starts to create passion and creativity and bonds and desires that open up our world, open up our eyes, guide us forward, and lead us to so much more than we had imagined. So this is a time where we have that healing unity coming forward. This is a time where the heart matters. And we're going to want the mind to matter more. We're going to be very comfortable saying, okay, just show me the facts, show me, the resume of everything, of everyone. But this is a time where gut feels are important, where emotional scars are going to be important to address, because we're going to keep on finding wound mates instead of soul mates if we don't look at the hurt and the pain that we've been through and let ourselves resurrect, let ourselves, transform, have that dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new, to be able to come forward and to be able to see the blessings that we carry, because we're wiser, we're older, we're wiser, we're more than we imagined we could be. And it moves us to our subconscious chakra message, which is nurturing. During this time, this is the Earth Star Chakra. We need to nurture ourselves, our souls, our desires, our hopes, our dreams, and our passions. By connecting with the earth, by connecting with ourselves, it leads us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, the Princess of Pentacles, boiling everything down to profit, to money, to what can be planted, what can grow, the potential of everything, and not looking at who the person truly is. Sometimes we see potential in people, but they will never see it in themselves. So we have to be mindful of this during this time, to step back and to say, okay, the here and the now is important. And yes, there are dreams for the future and there are potentials, and we should be aware of that with partners, but also with ourselves. But to always be looking at the potential, always be pushing things just further and further, that's going to be detrimental to us. Our subconscious rooted message is the Three of Wands, passionately moving forward, seeing new horizons come, seeing new beauty, new desire, new brilliance guiding us and leading us, and seeing what we've put out into the universe starting to come back, what we desire starting to come in. When it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, this is going to be a time where we will find ourselves being very attracted to people who are emotionally opened, who are emotionally available. But we're also going to be very scared of that, because the emotionally unavailable is going to be what we're used to. And so during this time, even if we're in a relationship, what we're going to want is to have that emotional vulnerability with our partners. And if we can't have that, we're really going to start rethinking the relationship and where we are and where we're headed. If we're not in a relationship, we want to focus on the emotions that are holding us back. We can do tapping with that to be able to release us. Or even if we're in a relationship, being able to do tapping, EMDR, to release us from the hurts, the pains, the negativity that has held us back, that keeps us from embracing the love, the joy, and the best power within us is going to be astoundingly important. It leads us then to our subconscious crowning message, which is the Seven of Pentacles. We need things to be balanced. It's time to stop giving and giving and giving, or taking and taking and taking, and to have things be balanced and in harmony. And this is a time where in relationships, we may not want things to be 100% 50-50, and that's okay, but we want things to be fair and to be seen as fair. I do what I do, you do what you do, and there's honor and respect here. For those people who can't have that, who don't honor and respect the way that we're moving forward, the life that we're creating, or the people that we can't honor and respect the way that they're moving forward, it's time for things to change. And this is going to be a time where we're very aware of the changes that are needed. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we call forward love. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio.